Zim Bam. Jeff, you listening? Zim Bam, Baby Wazzle, Boobity Boo, Skip Bob Boobity Boo. And that's how it happened.
Oh!
Yeah, she didn't call me back.
So Wim Wham.
Yeah.
Zappity Zoo.
Yeah, Zappity Zoo.
And then you Wim Zang Zoggles.
God, are you racist or something?
I mean,
Jesus Christ,
you completely
man.
butchered that sentence.
Wow. Oh my God.
Sorry, it's a culture thing.
It's 2019, Nick.
I'm from the South. It's just normal down there.
Whenever people are like, yeah, let me just like N-bomb. It's just normal.
Sorry, I'm from the South. It's just like a thing.
We usually just point at them and throw bricks at them and everything.
So
that's the South.
That's just the South, man. That's what the South is like.
Yeah, dude, go to the South. We put on our ghost outfits and we set them on fire. Like
don't act like you're surprised.
Gee, what do you guys do up here in Colorado when you see black people?
You just let them go? That's a perfectly good, brainable black person. I'm from the South. Oh,
and welcome to MountainTime, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the MountainCast. We didn't do one for a week because fuck you.
Yeah.
We needed more stuff to talk about.
Crackle.
And we have more things to talk about because E3 happened.
It did.
And as you probably know, if you follow this channel at all, or if you're new, we're gamer girls.
We're gamer girls. Let's introduce ourselves. Over there.
I'm Stick Peterson.
I'm Jeff. The pressure was absolutely real.
And you better brush your teeth, kids, or you're gonna go to fucking jail. That's my name.
And that's him.
Nick's going to have fun listening to that.
He's gonna feel like
all headphone users are now immediately aroused.
Straight ASMR, baby.
Oh my God! Can you believe it? Like those kids are going to brush their teeth. They're going to be like, wow.
They're going to think about you every single time. What does it make you feel like to know people are going to brush their teeth and think about you? Because honestly, that would make me feel odd.
It gets me off, actually.
Really? But then, think about it. People would see your
kid.
face, and eventually they'd be like, man, I really got to go brush my teeth right now.
I'm not trying to be.
They're just like.
They're like, I'm trying not to be so thirsty about Logan right now. It's just that I wouldn't be so thirsty if he just spit in my mouth.
They're just like,
that's the key to survival.
They want you to spit in their mouth so then they can brush it out.
Exactly. And
Genius.
Plus, my spit whitens your teeth. That's proven among all homeless people I've done that to.
Is it because it's so acidic, or is it
Is it like a bleach thing?
Oh, it's a God thing, actually.
Oh. Yeah.
I almost snorted coffee right out of my mouth. Like there was no going in my mouth and then coming out my nose. It was going straight into the nose.
I did that with vodka today, actually.
Oh, God.
I snorted Red Bull on Sunday. I was making a joke while someone was Snapchatting. I was in the background, like, pretending to pull a prank, and I was drinking, like, vodka Red Bull. So I, like, put the straw in my nose. I was like, I'm snorting it. And I sniffed upwards to make it look authentic, and I snorted it.
First off,
vodka and Red Bull.
That's probably the most close legal thing to cocaine.
What? I was pumped after that. I was awake. I was like, vodka Red Bull.
Time to get some work done.
There you go.
So those are the subjects for today. E3, vodka Red Bull. Logan has a big fucking hole in his leg.
So a quick thing for the vodka Red Bull. How are your sinuses doing, my dude?
They have not recovered.
I was supposed to say, are all your nose hairs like singed off?
It's just burning.
No, even worse, they grew. They grew longer.
They're empowered.
Yeah, they
fertilizer for
they have more energy.
They have wings now. Very drunk wings. They're like flapping around like, oh, comrade.
They start to become sentient.
Oh, if I had sentient nose hair, dude, I would fucking kill so many people.
Dude, that's all you gotta do when you have sentient nose hair. That's the move. That is mood, baby.
I'm pretty sure that's an anime. I think that's Bobo 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 Bo.
No, that's the one when they cup the fart as an attack.
All right, well, hear me out.
Yeah, that's right.
Sentient nose hair versus Medusa with snake nose hair. But your nose hair is smarter. Who do you think wins?
My nose hair, 100%.
You think just because but what if you look at Medusa? If you look at Medusa once, you're fucked.
I won't because very early on, my nose hair with its wings flew upwards and snapped my neck. So I'm dead.
Better myself than her.
It's fighting. You didn't say shit about me. My nose hair is controlling my dead body as it flies around.
You're just a puppet. Yeah, Medusa's got no chance, baby.
I'm weakened at Bernie's right now, baby.
It's like
Game over, baby.
Yeah,
Game over.
I'm like a puppet on a string. And you take the thing and you... Oh, fucking A. No, I'd win 20 times out of 5.
20 times out of 5. That's an impressive win ratio.
that's amazing.
On the note of Smash, Jeff refuses to play Smash with us right now.
He's whining like
Okay,
a baby.
first of all-
because-
Okay, don't worry. He already did this in another podcast. We just got to shame Logan for a while on this one.
Well, I'm king shaming Jeff because we had a cool thing running, but go ahead.
We had a cool thing to do, but like we're gonna do it later anyways. We just had to film this first. Sorry, we're making content for you guys.
Sorry. Logan wants to keep you from getting content.
I'm good with doing
Don't
it afterwards.
put your bloody foot on my
Stop
white
bleeding
shoes.
on this white.
Stop bleeding on my shoes.
Stop putting white people under your foot. Mine. No, I'm fine with the fact that we're doing the podcast first.
That
Jeff
was
is
a
just
segment.
gonna bounce.
Nope.
Nah, Jeff's not gonna bounce.
gotta-
He's gonna bounce onto this dick.
We gotta
Yeah,
we
yeah.
gotta kink shame you first.
All right,
Yeah, I got
well,
king shame Logan.
I got my ass cheek slapped around by a doctor, so E3.
Logan's number one kink to shame. He doesn't ever shave his butthole. He only rips the hairs out once he gets drunk enough.
Yes.
Really?
Logan's king shame number 2. That is true.
We'll give him
Logan's
3 kink shames.
Logan's king shame number 2. He likes to explode beautiful women and leave only their hands, leaving the town of Morio in complete despair. Everyone take a shot for the JoJo reference.
Also that, but also Logan's kink shame number 3. Once he made a bunch of fake cum and then put it in the bathtub because he didn't know what else to do with it, and his mom found it and thought he was coming all over the bathtub.
Yeah, that was that.
And that's Logan's
forgot
number
about
1
that.
kink, baby.
I made a lot of fake cum. It's easy. It's just cornstarch and water. Mix it around.
Why did you make fake cum?
It's a non-Euclidean or Newtonian fluid, so like
Euclidean.
Euclidean. It's an SCP. It's a non-Newtonian fluid, so it hardens when you like apply a lot of pressure. But if you don't apply any, it just like seeps out of your butthole.
What?
So if you kegel it in, you've got a good stone.
Yeah, but if you just relax and let it go, it will pour out of your body like 2% milk.
That's
Jeff,
just
think of-
facts. That's
Jeff,
biology.
think of my recently drunk asshole being ripped of hair and milking out. Nick, you're going to want to censor that whole statement.
I will not.
This is now
I'm glad
age
This
restricted.
is now
video.
rated M.
I'm glad neither of my parents watch this.
Yeah, dude, I'm waiting for the day that, I think I said this in another podcast too, but I'm waiting for the day that my parents do this and they're just like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, they're like, what? Are you sure this isn't the son that had the Down syndrome?
They're like, are you sure this isn't
Not being ableist. Just saying.
Just
They
being
coulda. They coulda.
nabalist?
But I made it for a movie. No, I made it put up my butt.
Made what for a movie?
The fake cum.
Oh,
No.
yeah,
Oh.
didn't we all?
It was a movie about my butthole.
Were you just...
I was gonna watch it.
You made fake cum and you're like, what's it like to shower in this?
And my doctor injecting long syringes into my ass yesterday, looked at all the 2% milk in my butt and was like, what is this?
Huh.
Have you been... Oh, it's cornstarch and water.
And speaking
You've
of
been-
the injections you had to get in your ass, you're the closest person we have here that's almost had West Nile now.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
true. I went to the doctor twice yesterday, 6/11, 2019.
He thought about going for the hat trick, but he's decided to keep it to 2 visits.
Yeah, I really did. The doctor was like, do you think I'm cute? I'm like, you're 40. Freaking, I got, Monday I had to like mow lawns in Fort Collins for a job and money so I can buy it on prostitutes. And, AKA prostitutes. And,
Compared to amateur toots.
yeah.
Amber toots. That was funny.
And I guess I pissed off a shit ton of elite guard mosquitoes who were trained to kill. Because, like, I had 30 of the bastards on me, and I killed only, like, 20 of them. The rest of them were, like, red barons, like, flying around, getting on and off of me.
They were kamikazes, man.
Yeah, I would slap one, he'd keep going and fly away, and I'm like, I killed you! That's
should be dead!
Exactly!
Why won't you die?
Why won't you die? And, like, fucking the next day, they're all, like, yellow and pussy and, like, oozing. So, my dad gets notified, and he owns the company I work at, and he's like, go to the fucking Go to the emergency room. The
UR.
The
urinary room.
The urinary
room.
Go pee in the urinary room. Like the Greeks do. They just piss on the floor and throw up.
Yes.
And then I went there, and they're like, yeah, you were like an hour away from like infection. Somewhere close to that. I was like, cool.
And you were like, cut the wire.
So they stabbed my ass cheeks because they were the most muscular part of my body. And I'm like, can you get second opinion right now? No, they're not. Like, my thighs, my tongue, my eyeballs, just not my ass.
They know what they're doing. They know what they want to go for.
I don't know, man. See, that especially wouldn't work for me because, as is known to the group, and that it's about to be known to YouTube, my ass cheeks are the shape of ice cubes.
They are!
Not like cube ice cubes, but like the ones you get from a refrigerator door that are like that.
Yeah, they come out like half circles.
Like you got a like not quite a half circle, but like the very corner of a circle where you
they
got
look
just
like
a little curve.
Yeah, they look like the little cross sections of like a fucking cutie orange.
It's honestly like just looking at like my legs just kind of start. There's no ass. It's just legs and back.
His butt cheeks look like if his back muscles were like little bumpers, then his butt cheeks are like the pinball pins in a pinball game. That's what they look like. So I mean they are big thick parts of muscle on him. Jeff has got the fattest ass I've ever seen.
Jeff's
straight
got the best
Kardashian.
It's some straight thickness going on.
Yeah, like when we were living together in college, like we looked at Jeff's ass and we were like, oh!
Honestly, all Jeff does at the gym is squats.
Yeah, that's all. He doesn't do any other workouts. It's actually making his mom sad.
All I work is my glams.
All I work and my bams.
All I work are my mouths for pizza. I've got 7 mouths. But yeah, they stabbed a needle into one cheek and then the other. One with steroids, the other with amoxicillin. And then the doctor, while wiping it away, was jiggling my butt. He was like rubbing it side to side, and I could feel the flaps of it come up and hit me in the tit.
He's just
he took advantage of the young lad.
Yeah, baby. Ooh. It's like, let me just...
it wouldn't be such a problem if I didn't feel his nose.
It's like, let me suck out some of the mosquito venom and give you a big old kiss right on the butthole.
He blew me raspberries on my taint.
On your perineum.
Yeah. And I peed a little. I think I got some on him, and he licked his lips and said, Daddy.
Oh, gross.
Oh, no.
What, that's too far?
I don't know. Something about
where
the pee.
is the line?
Yeah, Jeff, where is the line? I censored the N-word for you, okay? Damn liberals, am I right?
Jeez.
And that's coming from a very left-leaning Democrat. Friggin', yeah, then he did left cheek, right cheek, and then I stabbed my foot.
And then he was like, damn, baby, you thick as fuck.
Damn, baby.
Put a little injection in there, and he's like, you're like, what is that? And he's like, medicine.
He was tattooing his number on my butt cheek in reverse so I would see it in the mirror and call him.
But
because how else am I going to see it?
How else are you going to figure it out? He's got to get it to you somehow.
Yeah.
But E3 this year.
Speaking of
Speaking of shaking ass cheeks.
Speaking of shaking ass cheeks,
Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. Man... The new cool guy to be in town.
Honestly, yeah, Chuck Norris. I think he's got to hand over the key to the house.
Chuck Norris handed over the key to the house a while ago. He stopped being cool in like 2011.
Chuck Norris stopped being cool like a long time ago. I feel like Chuck Norris jokes were even in a fair amount of irony when they were a big thing.
Yeah, because like Shaggy memes became like the new Chuck Norris memes, and then everyone was like, "It's a meme, it's done."
Ultra instinct.
But see, so Shaggy ruined Chuck Norris.
Keanu is not a meme though. Keanu is a man.
He's a wholesome man.
And no one's gonna make like Keanu Reeves. Like Keanu Reeves has got 7. Motherfucker had like 32 goddamn dicks. Like,
but no, I mean, he might have.
He might have.
He could have.
No one's going to make those jokes about Keanu Reeves because Keanu Reeves is just perfect as he is right now, and everyone loves him. He doesn't need a meme. You can just post his face on Reddit, and immediately 32 updudes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you look at him and you're like, hell yeah, I love this man. Upvote, front page. Just because of his face.
Now, what do you think it is that shot him into this stratosphere first off to where, like...
Oh, his memes.
Do you think it was his memes, or do you think it was John Wick?
I think it was... I think it was Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. But...
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I always forget that that's him.
Yeah, right?
But
he's so young.
He's so young.
Obviously, we can't forget about The Matrix either, but...
Yeah, The Matrix, too.
I know what you're saying, though.
He's hit a recent meme hood.
Yeah, he's recently been popping up.
It has to be John
I feel like it's got to be John Wick.
Agreed.
Yeah, because of... A lot of people say that John Wick is like video game wise, is really popular in Fortnite, but at the same time, they don't realize that fucking John Wick was in Payday 2 before that.
But Payday 2 wasn't hype or
Shut the fuck up.
cool for that.
That was the best game seller, 2001 to 2025. It sold millions of hearts.
Sold millions of parts.
Sold millions of parts.
Oh.
Even when they came back and they renamed it Fortnite.
Oh man.
And he was still in that one.
And he was still in it. They didn't have any of the other characters. They just turned it into a battle royale.
But I am really hyped for Cyberpunk 2077.
I am a man.
I think the world looks like that beautiful combination that Bethesda. It looks like Bethesda's sort of world building for open world, because say what you will about Bethesda, but it's fun to play their open world games. There's a lot of stuff to do out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot to see.
I think ZeniMax is ruining Bethesda. Like, it's just one executive with too much of a big dick making too many important decisions that ruin it. But there is indeed a hell of a lot of world to explore in those things.
Yeah.
And the NPCs actually look and act like real people.
Exactly.
Instead of one dude walking into 15 chairs just to sit into one of them.
And then there's it also seems like it has a fair amount of the elements that you see in Red Dead Redemption 2, where it's very oh, you see this little thing happening off to the side, you can go interact with this, you can go play out your character more through this.
Yeah. Fallout and the Elder Scrolls stuff
Fallout
too.
The Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
And which. Yeah.
I really think that this will be their next big.
I think this might be the next
IP thing.
Big game. We are 100% let's playing this game.
Yeah.
The day it comes out.
I mean, Project Red is it's impressive that a Polish company is making such, because the previous game they did before that,
it was
The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
And The Witcher 2 and The Witcher 1.
So Witcher.
You know who owns that? Barack Obama. Mitt Romney. Obama. Romney.
Let's see.
Yeah, good
More
on
E3 stuff. So, did you see the?
Did you see the dog?
Which
Yes.
dog?
I forget his name, but
Some dude working on Ghost Recon.
he's the
Tom
dude who
Clancy.
played Daryl in The Walking Dead and The Punisher. But more to the point, he brought a pit bull out on stage, and it was just adorable.
Oh, no.
He's just sitting there being a good boy while people cheered at it.
I didn't see that. See, I just watched all the gameplay stuff.
No, there's a dog.
I only knew about the dog until I saw a meme about the dog.
Yes, me too. I looked on Reddit, and they're the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse: the spooky girl,
Yeah.
John Wick,
And the dog.
and the dog. And then the last horseman of the apocalypse was Banjo. Can we talk about Banjo?
Dude, you literally no one thought he was gonna be in the game.
No, that was a meme. It was no one's. It's like Master Chief being in the game. No one's gonna pick Banjo.
No one thinks it's actually gonna happen, but it's fun to make fun of.
I was so worried at first because when they started the direct, they only showed the Dragon Quest stuff, which I didn't. I haven't played any Dragon Quest, so I don't really feel for it or anything like that. But
I mean, Dragon Ball Z's alright. I mean, who's even heard of it? Not like JoJo. Everyone's heard of that. Take a shot.
I keep forgetting we have that going on.
Yeah, I'm the only one keeping track. But yeah, it looks like he's an alright character. It's just disappointing that they didn't pick a bigger name for it. I suppose he's just the guy that created Sakurai, Sakurai's dad. I guess he's just a huge fan of Whimsical Dragon. Whatever it's called.
Which, I mean, fair enough.
But the thing is, though, is apparently it's extremely popular in Japan.
Yeah, well, so is typhoid.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a disease you get from drinking shit water.
But
Why don't you go ahead and keep piloting this train there? Go ahead. Go on. Go ahead. What did you like about E3, Logan?
You dumb. No, you were not done with your statement. Finish it.
I was just kidding.
Finish it.
I think I kind of forgot at this point. But,
no, you were talking about Dragon Quest.
Oh yeah, it was just really surprising because at first he was like, the next day we'll show you the new DLC character, and it was the one, and everybody was kind of, at least in North America, we're kind of But then Banjo came out, and holy crap, that's going to be amazing. But now there's only 2 left.
There's only 2 left.
They released, teased 2 characters the other day.
Master Chief and Sora. That's only one character right there. Sora sits on Master Chief's back.
Yeah,
like
it's like Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, it is. It's like, Sora,
But,
do you have the Halo blade? Void. I
Ghost,
got it right here.
Ghostwire Tokyo looks cool.
Yeah.
It looks like they pulled a shot out of How I Met Your Mother with a bunch of people with umbrellas and then one that's pretty unique in the middle there.
Yeah.
But I don't know what kind of game it is, but it looks sort of stealthy, and I'm always a big fan of stealthier games just because I like being a sneaky boy. I like going up to people and I'm like, you don't know I'm here, but I'm taking your money.
And yet
class.
And yet you don't play Metal Gear Solid.
I do play Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, you do.
You don't play Metal Gear Solid, bro.
I do play Metal
You
Gear
haven't even
Solid.
beat Dark Souls.
Shit! The joke
to
is
Game Facts for proof.
the joke is I played Dark Souls and beat it 5 different times, and they still yet believe that I've beaten it even once. I once beat it right in front of them, and they still don't believe me.
Supposedly. Allegedly.
What is it? You saw it with your eyeballs.
I do not recall.
I don't know what I saw.
I did that to prove.
If I remember correctly, you pulled up YouTube.com.
.net.
.net, and you showed me gameplay footage of someone beating Dark Souls,
Being like, I
and
did
then asked
it.
me to be proud of you and called me father.
And you didn't even call me father after all that effort of YouTube. Oh no! Oh shit!
Damn it.
Speaking of which, new Tory game, Dark Souls.
Rings.
Elden Rings.
Elden Ring. Yeah, there it is.
No, it's Elden.
It is Elden. Okay,
Yeah.
I was like, wait a
Is
minute.
it?
That's also going to be huge.
I saw a lot of people. There was one of the pages that I follow. They posted the trailer and were like, "Are you hyped for it or not?" And everyone was like, "I ain't gonna be hyped till I see gameplay footage, bro."
And you're like, you don't get it.
Like, you don't understand. This is like the world
Storytelling.
building. The story. That's half of Dark Souls for me. Is like the storytelling through the world.
You're
Like,
talking
you
about
got-
two juggernauts of storytelling and lore building.
Yeah.
Yeah,
World
you
building.
got your gameplay with Sekiro.
George Ringo Martin worked on.
Yeah, George Ringo Martin. Like, that was... Okay,
Jingle
so
Climber
I
Schmidt.
actually saw a thing. I can't remember from who. I think it was from Vati Vidya, who said...
He
Jeff
goes-
knocked me
Where
over.
he goes in depth on the trailer.
You know, prior to that on Twitter, or prior to that on YouTube, he posted a video that says, I know exactly what's this game is going to be.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
co-created by George R. Martin.
George Rebel Martin.
And I know a man
George
who works on it right
XD
now.
Martin.
And it looks like, from what he said, it's going to be open world, like Breath of the Wild, and you got to travel to 5 different kingdoms and kill their king for their power, for crazy-ass Miyazaki reasons. And
Now-
it's just fucking cool
I was gonna
concept.
say, from what I've heard too. So George R. Martin built the world. He built the mythos. He built everything that like the way the world works, pretty much. And then the rest of the team is built from that foundation up. And I know that they've said that whereas Dark Souls is really about the struggle almost of humanity, the weakness of humanity, whatever. This one is more about the ambition of humanity, and so while there's a lot of really cool like RPG elements where we're gonna have Dark Souls again, where you can dress your character up, because I missed Fashion Souls in Sekiro.
Yeah, I did too. You couldn't dress him up in a dress.
I know, what's even the point of playing the game if I can't cross-dress?
Where are my Barbie dolls?
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obamas. And that just looks really cool. It looks like there's a lot of unique ways to play a character, and I've heard from what they've said it's their biggest project yet, so it's bigger than any of the Dark Souls games.
Which is
And
awesome.
There's supposed to be even more fluidity in terms of how you choose your playstyle and how well it works to you, where you can pretty much pick any given concept and it'll work. And what sound is that? Hey, we're back. We took a quick little break, and we
didn't.
changed the color to red for the Nintendo Switch. Not sponsored at all.
Also, these dual tones are just kind of
Yeah, also big fan.
the move.
We'll give you some dual bones.
It's vibes, dude.
Vibes,
Dude, mad wicked vibes, dude.
Oh, sick vibes.
And speaking of sick vibes, Doom Eternal.
Doom
I didn't play the first one.
Eternal.
but
Didn't play the- oh, dude,
I
I played-
really regret it.
Yeah,
The
you
way that
should.
action works, I don't know, there's just something about how fast-paced it is and how, like, just in-your-face everything in Doom is that's just like, yeah!
An adrenaline
It's
rush.
just an adrenaline-pumping game, man. Yeah, you
Yeah,
feel
it really
feel
is.
really powerful as you go through and slaughter demons.
I saw this clip where the Doom guy jumps into some sort of like cannon.
Oh, he
and
kicks out the
launch-
cannonball.
Yeah,
And
and
just
launches
walk-
himself like
Yeah, dude,
a
homie's a
monument
gangster.
away.
Yeah, he does like badass gorilla shit. Like, he just starts killing and he never stops.
He's on that Master Chief bullshit, man.
Yeah, he's beyond Master Chief. Master Chief knows how to, like, do, like, tactical stuff. Doom Guy just runs in and he just fucking
kills
kills.
Let's do it, man.
Kills
Yeah.
you.
The one thing about Doom that I didn't like was just, like, at the end game, you're like, oh, great, more demons.
Yeah.
Cool. But, like, then you finish the game and you're like, oh, that was fun.
I like the pre-order they have, too. Or the special edition, you get an actual helmet that you can wear.
And
we haven't gotten that stuff since, like, Halo 2.
Halo 2, exactly what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Get the little
the Master Chief sucks at Halo or something like that.
And also, as much as I want to be scared for Halo Infinite,
I'm not.
I am pretty hyped for it.
It
Same
looks
here.
very classic.
Yeah, that's the thing. After Halo 4, I'm a huge Halo fan.
Yep.
For those of you that don't know. It's the game I grew up on. Halo 2 defined my childhood.
Yeah.
And
Our high school,
high school is
time.
defined by Halo Reach.
Oh yeah, Halo.
My God,
And
the best one.
Halo 4 was okay. It had moments, and Halo 5 was just a bummer. And like they had some cool online stuff, but the story just wasn't there, and I didn't really care about Spartan Locke, and I didn't like having a fire team that I had to rely on.
I thought that the whole game was going to be like you either got to choose Master Chief or you got to choose Locke.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like two campaigns from two different perspectives originally.
But instead they like overlapped each other because 343, even though they've got like infinite money, they pun. They just decided, you know what, fuck it, we'll overlap it. No one's gonna buy it for the campaign. This is 2017.
Somewhere.
Yeah, we don't need it. Come on, with 343, hand me the cocaine.
And then, but this one, yeah, like you were saying earlier, it looks like it's really going back to its classic roots of like Chief versus the world, like.
I think it's like a really big prequel.
And I do
compared to the main storyline.
I do think that it's gonna. I'm really hoping.
Ahead of that.
Yeah. I know they've sort of been doing like a whole Cortana goes bad thing lately, but man, I just want Cortana back.
Yeah, she was.
It doesn't feel right without Cortana there.
There's no Jack without a Dax. There's no Jax without a Daxter. There's no Ratchet without a Clank.
And there's no Ratchet without some Spank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But I agree too. I feel like this Halo Infinite one's gonna be really sweet. A prequel ahead of Reach. But I wish it had gameplay.
Yeah.
Although I am a little bit more hyped now for when gameplay finally does come out.
Agreed.
But speaking of what has gameplay now, the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Final Fantasy VII remake.
Oh my God.
Banjo.
Like honestly, like full redesign, which with a new modern combat system, which is amazing.
Oh yeah, it's they combine both like the Kingdom Hearts kind of fast-paced stuff and then the turn-based combat. It's normally
turn-based
known for.
is still somewhat at play there.
Tifa still looks really good. They were really worried about Tifa because they thought that she was going to be like over-sexualized.
Oh man, I'll still over-sexualize her, man.
Yeah,
Don't you
like
worry about that.
she's most certainly over-sexualized, but you can't really do that without her wearing like a hot dog outfit. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they buckled down and they were like, "Well, she's just a cool character, so we'll just keep it." So
Yeah.
everybody was really hyped about that. But really excited
freaking.
for that one too.
I also find it ironic that we were talking about Elden Rings, and we were like, it doesn't matter if there's gameplay footage, and now we're talking about Halo Infinite, and now we're like, oh, we're bummed out. There's no gameplay footage.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
I'm
the
not
thing
bummed
about
out,
that-
but
I
said
guess,
before,
yeah.
I'm hyped
Didn't they?
more now.
Well, the thing is
when it
that
comes
didn't
out.
they say that it was gonna be gameplay footage for Halo Infinite? Is the thing?
It's
Yeah.
in-game.
No, that's
engine.
in-game.
In-game
you
engine,
start-
yeah.
Yeah, the
You
trailer was
control
in-game.
Master Chief as he floats around.
They gave us that. They gave us the implication, and
because of the implication.
and I wanted the implication to play out. I wanted them to take me from behind with some gameplay footage.
Oh,
Needed
and
to
also,
get some of that master beef.
I wanted that master beef, baby.
I got a Master Queef. Speaking of E3 footage, anyone see that Forza Motorsport? No, I'm kidding. No one.
Actually, one of my
games.
managers loves Forza.
Well,
Yeah.
one of your managers probably is named Brad.
Forza Horizon's really good though.
I've never been a big car game person. I just can't.
Never mind.
I don't know.
Cars are just so boring.
Like,
in video
GTA
games.
is
Like,
one
I'll
thing.
drive a fast car in real life. It's just.
Yeah, like
What
Grand
if they,
Theft
like-
Auto is one thing for me, but like that's just a whole other branch of racing games.
I feel like if they redid or made like another Burnout kind of game, I feel like that would be
if they made another
a little bit more
Burnout,
hype.
if they could redo Burnout 3 Takedown, I would be hype. Like, that shit was fun.
I
Like,
loved that game.
causing the biggest explosions, causing dudes to, like, fall off the ledges, especially for, like, just, like, an original Xbox game. That game was well made.
Oh, yeah.
Agreed. Hell. Like, by all means, the Xbox should not have been able to even handle that game. And then the next few Burnouts sucked.
And then, speaking of games that are coming back from a while ago, we got Destroy All Humans.
Oh, baby
yeah.
girl.
And we got Psychonauts coming back, baby.
Number two.
I am more excited for Destroy All Humans, but Psychonauts
I
2
honestly
is
am
still
too.
I did not see that coming at all.
I love Destroy All Humans.
Yeah, especially the second one. The second one got everything right for me. Like, going to, like, all over the world, having new weapons and stuff, not, like, force-feeding, like, the fucking, yeah, we get it, you're an alien sort of bullshit.
Cool.
Yeah. Thank you for shutting that down.
Oh no, I meant just like, cool, you're an alien.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
thought it was like, cool,
I was
your
agreeing with
opinion is mattering.
I mean, most of the time, yeah, but...
Not this time.
Not this time. Not this time.
Yeah, no, it was
this time.
it was just overall just like a better game than like the first, third, fourth, and fifth.
Yeah. But, let me see, what else do we have that's popping out here at E3?
Switch got a whole bunch of new games on the way. Some of them
Oh,
old,
yeah.
a lot of indie stuff that's really new.
Animal Crossing.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm
man.
going to
Okay,
have
okay.
sex with all my villagers.
I am freaking out about this new Animal Crossing game.
Gonna get pregnant.
Animal Crossing!
I'll let you go. Go ahead.
I'm going to get.
He's pregnant with Animal Crossing.
I'm gonna get pregnant with Skip, and Flipper, and Freya, and Duke.
You said you've never played an Animal Crossing
I've
game
never
before.
played Animal Crossing personally.
man.
Matt Watson from Super Mega is going to be pissed.
From Super Mega?
From Super Mega.
He's gonna be passed. It's it's fucking lit. It's just like a good like steam blow off because it's like you go home, you play Dark Souls, you're mad. No matter what, you go home after a long day, you go play Smash on land, you're gonna get a little salt. You get bitter, but you gotta go home play Animal Crossing. Unless you don't catch a fish or a bug you really want, then there's literally no salt.
See,
it's just wind down.
I have like a weirdly hard time playing peaceful games unless if I'm not like, but if I come home after a long day of work, I'm usually not looking for like let's just play something really chill. I'm like, let's play something that's gonna make me feel really powerful for a little bit.
Channel all of the steam into like a fighting game.
Yeah.
Or some crazy shit.
Which
like that.
speaking of, Shang Tsung got announced. Did you see that they announced what else is like the first fighter pack?
Oh yeah, with Spawn.
yeah,
We're getting
Spawn
Spawn,
is in it.
baby.
Sindel.
We're getting not Striker. We're getting what's his name? Nighthawk?
Yes. Nightwolf.
Nightwolf. There we go.
Is he
We're
a
gonna
Native
Nightwolf.
American?
How did
Hey,
you know?
Racist? Yeah.
What?
But that's gonna be sweet. Shang Tsung looks like he's got a really cool moveset.
I love
He's
how they made him from the Mortal Kombat movie.
I know,
Yeah.
and he says
man.
like the line. What does he say? He's like,
Your soul is mine.
And man, we are gonna, dude. Once they release a few more characters, we're gonna have to do another Let's Play of that because I just love Mortal Kombat.
Oh, I agree. I've been training since our last.
You've been training? Did you get it?
No, my brother did. So
Oh,
we've
okay.
been
So you've
playing.
been working
hardcore
that.
at
You've been working. I haven't played in a minute. You're probably gonna whoop my ass if we go at it again.
and I don't own it.
yet.
I'm too poor. I gotta pay my alimony.
Yeah, but also, I mean, Mortal Kombat just isn't quite your game. You gotta. It's like Sekiro. You just don't quite have that timing reflex in you.
It's a
Yeah, I
completely
really
different
don't.
ballgame.
Fighting games are more like button mashers for me. The only game where I could get timing is Smash, and even then I'm kind of moronic.
Smash is also just a very different concept in terms of fighting games, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
It's very much looser.
Yeah, a lot looser, a lot more.
Well, even
moves-
Nintendo was like arguing that before Ultimate, that Smash was considered a action game, not like a fighting game.
That is heavily debatable because it's a game where you fight each other.
Well, I know, but I'm saying that's what the discussion was, right? Like how people were like, "Oh, Smash is technically labeled as a action game," but the fans are all like, "You guys are dumb. We're fighting each other."
We're fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of E3, Nick, have you ever pinned down a child and poured boiling milk into his eyes?
Only twice.
That's the second time you said that.
I know, but the first time was not on the podcast. It's great. He goes, "Ugh," and then he stops moving.
Let's see. E3 though.
That was E3. Christ.
Sony wasn't there. Sony didn't do
Sony-
anything.
Yeah, Sony did not do shit.
Sony
Valve
was
did
sitting in the back
not
and
do
like,
shit.
"Dude, this is straight up not my thing."
I'm
straight up not having a good time.
I was a little disappointed. As usual, Valve is not there because they don't make games
They
anymore.
don't
They
do
just
games
make
anymore.
money.
They've
Yeah,
got
that's just
more
their thing.
better things to do.
Yeah, you know what's funny is that Gabe Newell, the owner of Valve, he eats at like IHOP every day. He just gets their like split pea soup. His son is making a game, but if you have $1 billion from owning Valve
Might as
and
well,
not
man.
making games,
Like, keep on doing what you're doing.
yeah. And he says that Shigeru Miyamoto is like his biggest influence. He's like, I'm so happy that he could just push out all the games he wants. I want to do that. I'm like, you own fucking Valve!
You could be doing that.
You made Half-Life 2 and Half-Life and TF2. Like,
People are still waiting.
yeah, get your fucking employees
Well,
off their
that's
bouncy balls and make them work, and maybe you could be like Shigeru Miyamoto.
Oh, speaking of that, back to Animal Crossing real quick.
I
There
just
was
had a weird thing. Let me carry on.
there was a very wholesome explanation because originally it was going to come out in 2019, but they over E3 they were like, we're gonna bring it out in March of 2020, and people were like, hey, no problem, but like why? And it's officially stated that they were like, you know what? We just don't want to drive our employees to the ground on crunch time.
No, that's fair.
It was very,
That's
very
fair.
Japanese
That's
and
fair.
wholesome.
They did that with, ironic because Japan has a very hard overworking problem.
Oh,
And Rockstar did that with their Red Dead 2 employees. They're like 60-hour work weeks, no overtime, bitches.
Oof.
Yeah,
rough.
yeah.
Barf.
It-
Big oof.
Barf me a gag
Great
river
game.
spoon.
Oh yeah, I still haven't played it yet. I've been
What?
waiting to for so long.
Girl, you are past the hype.
I know. I've just been getting so sucked back into Dragon Ball Fighters, and it's becoming like a problem.
So I haven't touched fighters in a while. Have they released more characters?
Yes,
There's Shunan.
they started season 2, where they got Videl and Jiren, who were like, oh yeah, okay.
Oh,
that'll
I
work
remember
there."
seeing something for Jiren.
But,
Yeah.
but the real hype was on Goku Day. Apparently Goku Day's a thing.
Oh.
On May 9th, it's
Yeah.
Goku Day.
Wow.
National Goku Day.
Weird.
But
After
anyway,
the incident where he killed all those people. It's like 9/11,
it's
but for
okay, brought him back
Goku.
to life. It's
Yeah,
life and
it's
death. Life
fine.
and death is
No, the
the
wish.
And then he
concept.
soul bombed
When he
them.
got all the Dragon Balls, he's like, I want everyone back alive except for the people I killed on May 9th.
Okay, and then but
Except.
then they also came out with the Goku from Dragon Ball GT. So it's so dope because he's like the smallest dude in the entire game, and completely different moveset. And I don't know, it just kind of sparked an interest again. And now I'm like on a high with this game. It's got so much adrenaline.
It's got a really cool way, like, combat system. I really like how it plays.
I want the Indian man from the original Dragon Ball in Dragon Ball this game.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
remember him.
where he's like, bullets don't hurt me! Like, I saw that when I was 4 and I was like, oh my god!
Man.
This is
That's
super
cool!
Wowee.
But you know, the thing is I've discovered that Tekken. Now Tekken
Chicken.
is, forget Smash, forget fighters, forget all these other fighting games.
Whoa.
Tekken is the most exhilarating thing I've ever seen when it comes to a fighting game.
Really?
This most recent, bigger, I don't know if it's bigger, I'm still kind of new to it. It's called Combo Breaker, and they get all these games. It's basically like a mini Evo. And they get them all together, and there was this this Tekken match for top 8. And it looks like the Koreans really take over the whole Tekken scene, but we had this one dude, his tag name was Anakin, and he was the only American to make it to, I think it was a grand finals reset. But the crowd was so like diverse, there was so much hype stuff, you would mistake it was at Evo. And so like all of our other buddies back in the other town that I don't say because we're on the video.
Albuquerque.
We've all gotten into it, and it's crazy. Like, it's a nice break from Smash, and it's another fighting game to get into. I like to call it the Hitbox Porn, the fighting game.
Ooh,
It's
I love
so
hitbox porn, especially
tasty.
when they fuck each other.
So any like video game fighting game people out there, if you geek out about this as much as I do, go watch Tekken tournament stuff. It's insane.
Fire! Tiger!
Bars! Alright,
You
my
can play
rant
as
is
a real.
over.
Freaking isn't Jeff so cute when he talks about things he likes? Smash that motherfucking like button if you agree.
Like,
Actually,
comment, and
I
subscribe.
put that on our last end card. Our last end screen it says pretty much that. It says, if you think Jeff's a beautiful boy, subscribe.
You guys are too
you
nice
guys
to me.
kink shame me and comment Nick and do Dick.
If
Yeah.
it makes you feel better, I'm just the eye candy.
Yeah, that's true.
Kink shame Logan in the comments, please.
We're going by ass flatness here.
Like-
Nick runs the
whoa,
channel, I
whoa.
get kink shamed, and Jeff gets praised.
Like this channel to like me.
Subscribe to
Subscribe for Nick because it's his channel, and then
Yeah.
comment mean things about Logan because that's what the comment section's for.
Have you seen my Pepe video? Of course. That's all they do.
They still have the pitchforks.
Someone once said that on my Pepe video, or Luke and I's Pepe video, they said this is the exact definition of estrogen. And that was the funniest. I was like, bruh,
Whoa, man.
as if you're much better, dude. You
What?
go out, lift weights, climb mountains. I don't either, but you know.
But
do what you do.
fine.
Yeah, you're not the fucking mountain.
Be one with the world.
Death Stranding. That's the one that I keep on trying to think of that I can't. Oh, and Gears 5.
Pasta straining.
Pasta Stranding.
Death Stranding. Norman Reedus, the funky fetus. It's back at it.
Oh.
That's the only way I refer to that game.
Norman
since you said-
Reedus and his dog.
Still no idea how it works. Still no idea what kind of game it is.
I just hope that there's
Fascinating.
better combat than Hitman and Face with Briefcase.
I mean, that's the dream.
And place bridge on rock
Place
to
bridge
climb.
on rock.
Yeah.
It looks really adventure-y, which like I have nothing against in concept, but I do like a little combat.
I have faith.
I like stuff to like break up the flow of gameplay. It's not like I don't mind scenic gameplay in the sense of adventure. It's just that like I never played like Ico or anything like that because there's like a bit of like thrill that I wanted outside of like just sneaking and probably dying. Like I want guns.
Yeah, man.
Well, Kojima, it's Kojima. I have a lot of faith.
Kojima,
But it is
wakes
interesting
up-
because this is their first project outside of
Outside
Konami
of-
too.
Yeah.
Like this is all Kojima's thing.
Yeah, because Konami refuses to hire him because he woke up every morning, spent $100,000 on cocaine, did it all, poured boiling milk into some kid's eye,
Then made Metal Gear
That's the
Solid.
third time.
then made
track of that.
he made JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and
Take a
then
shot.
take a shot. Good job, Jeff. And then, then he goes to work where he spends $100 million sitting on his dolphin skin chair and hiring Hollywood actors.
Yeah.
And I love him for it.
And that's
I
the
love
move.
every little bit about him. I would marry him and do all that cocaine and eat all the ostrich eggs with him and take a diarrhea shit in every Metal Gear Solid game. Because for some reason, he's got a fascination with characters taking diarrhea shits in every Metal Gear Solid game. Fun fact.
Well, because that's the most fascinating thing a human can do.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because he does so much cocaine.
Have
He's
you
like,
ever
I can
taken
relate.
he's-
I have diarrhea too. I'm constipated, diarrhea,
Nothing
bloody
but,
noses.
2% milk.
2% milk up the asshole.
Hell
No,
yeah, bro.
Golf clap.
Golf clap.
Golf clap for Kojima.
It's kind of like
Let's get that trending. Let's get that trending. Hashtag golf clap for Kojima. With the number 4 for the word 4.
Wow, how innovative.
So, for his best movie, Metal Gear Solid 4. 9-hour movie. 5-hour gameplay.
5-hour gameplay. Yeehaw.
2 out of 10.
I love that game.
But speaking of Easter eggs too, this means with the new Gears of War, we're gonna get a new Carmine, whatever is that
Yeah.
repeating character is with the helmet.
His name is Smamful.
Good job.
Carmine sounds right, but I honestly don't remember.
Something
His
off the
name
top of
is
my head.
Dom.
Dom is back, baby.
Dom is back. He didn't die in the truck accident. It was
He
just an
accidentally
accident.
fused his body with Maria's, and now they are walking.
They are walking.
They're walking. They're walking. They're unstoppable. They're like a 1-year-old.
Speaking in two-tone dialect, like, "Hello, Marcus, we are back."
like pitch shift. So
Yeah,
like he's
pitch
on a
shift.
5, she's on a 7. Like
Yeah.
here, you do the 5, I'll do the 7. Hello, Marcus, we are back. All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, Marcus. And then he's like, "Oh God, kill it!"
Time to die again, Dom!
Saws them in half. They're both still alive, and they look at each other and they're like, "Oh well, we're alive.
Oh, we're
now."
cool.
Yeah, cool. I got my wife back, and she's like, "I'm alive again. Went to hell."
Dom's like, "Alright, and I am out."
Yeah. Tom's like, I might just retire. Go to Scotland.
It was till death do us part.
Yeah, it's like, I'm leaving you, bitch. I'm gonna go marry a locust.
Yeah, right.
Because
No
that's
way.
my kink.
No way.
No way, no
flippin',
doubt.
I never got into the Metal Gear series myself because I tried to start from 1. For some reason, my autistic mind thinks that I should start every game from the first game.
I understand
You should.
that.
Well, I mean, I tried to do that with Saints Row, but Saints Row is so fucking
Saints
ugly.
Row is very,
Like-
titles were very different from each other as you
Yeah.
progress.
The 4th one was obviously the best, but the first one was just so, like, lanky and, like, gross. Like, I had no fun playing that game at all. I hated it. The second one apparently was dramatic. Third one was, like, halfway between dramatic and wacky. And the fourth one, as we all know,
Was wacky.
wacky.
Tobacco.
Hashtag golf claps for Kojima. Let's get that trending among
let's
all
get it
two.
trending,
That's
baby.
going to be
Here
a
we go.
weird sound.
All 31 of you better go out.
Yeah, you better go out and give us $20 on Patreon each.
Each one of you. Then we can really get some hashtags going.
Then maybe we could have 40.
That was nice.
Nice. Thank
But,
you.
yeah.
And let's see, the last thing we're going to talk about, Logan, your foot bleeding out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
please
God!
tell the story.
Alright, I'll do that as fast as I can. So after I got my
you
motherfucking
got
mosquito
time. You got
ass
time.
cheek bites,
You got
Let
time.
them,
Yeah.
let them hear you. Let them
I
Paint a
them take
picture
you
with
in.
your words
I
of your rotting foot.
foot.
That's Logan's rotten foot. I'm
for
coming back
for
to
those
town.
of you who are watching for some weird reason,
whatever that is.
there's
Have you gone too deep into YouTube?
you could see my little footy foot. Also clap for. Yep. Up.
Oh, wow.
Yep. All right, that's it. Golf claps for Kojima.
Golf claps for
Golf class for Kojima.
Hashtag
it, baby.
Get it trending. Get it trending.
Hashtag. All right.
All right. So
Get to the story.
All right. So literally yesterday, same day, I just got done at the clinic. Got my ass cheeks injected with silicone and steroids, and I went back to work, and then I worked for literally 10 minutes. We were putting down these like T-posts, which are the green posts with the like orange like plastic fence around them that you see on the side of highways and shit like that. Yeah, I was putting those down. And for those of you that are stupid like me, you'll know that these have like little wings at the bottom that like flat or that go into the dirt to make them harder to knock over. And I looked at them and I was like, hey, they're at the very bottom and they're like the side of a shovel. I could just stomp on them and put them in real hard, even though that they spike towards the top. So I stomped on it as hard as I could with my boot. It stabbed straight through my boot. If I was barefoot and retarded, I would have like stabbed straight through my foot. But fortunately, my boob took the brunt of it. Still, though, it penetrated right into my foot and it nicked an artery. And like at first I fell back and I started laughing. I was like, you're fucking kidding me. No, I did not. No, sister, I did not
way.
injure.
No way, Jose.
And my boss is like, you're fine. Get up, you wimp. And I'm like, okay, John, you're 3 years younger than me. And no one's going to find out
tear
who
ran
that
down
is.
his face.
Yeah, a tear ran down his face. He's like, I am younger than you. That means
I can't drink alcohol yet.
He's like, you're going to die first. I'm going to die last. He started walking back to the truck with me to grab more T-posts. I'm like, my foot is really wet right now. It's squishy and warm. And I automatically knew my boot was pooling with blood. I just didn't want to look. So I go back to the truck. 2 5-year-olds were watching, so they got the sight of their life. And, like, I pulled off my boot, and, like, my boot was pooling, like, just swimming in it. And my sock, you know, like when you, like, pour water onto a sponge and you pull it up and it's, like, still dripping? Yeah, that was my fucking sock. Just the entire bottom of it caked with blood. I was like, cool! So my boss looked at it and he just looked away like, oh my fucking god, I underplayed that. He was like, clean up your fucking blood. I didn't realize I was gushing everywhere. And, like, my other 2 coworkers pointed at it and laughed at me. I'm like, you fuckers. He then came, cleaned it off, wiped it off with an antiseptic rag, put a liquid Band-Aid on it, kissed it, licked it, fingered it. He found the G-spot for it, certainly. He's like, oh yeah, that's the G-spot. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, no, not your G-spot.
He's like, I found my own.
Yeah, right here. Fingering it. And, like, I'm still bleeding. I'm losing consciousness practically because I'm not going to lie. It was like a red Solo cup of blood. And I grab my Gatorade as fast as I can. It was like a liter of it, and I chug as much as I can. I eat some beef jerky for iron, and I'm still, like, nauseous. I'm woozy.
And We've got golf claps for Kojima started, baby.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You're losing blood.
I'm losing blood. I'm nauseous. I'm shaky. I'm panicking. I call my daddy, and I'm like, Daddy, your little boy is stupid. You raised him wrong. Try again.
He's like, yes, I know.
Kill me now and make another.
Try again.
And you try again.
Do another
And
one.
he's like, are you serious? No, I'm not going to let you die. I'm going to let you live with this failure. Go back to that stupid clinic, you stupid boy. He said that in a much more loving way, and so did I on the other end. But, you know, it's funnier with the other statement. I'm, like, passing out. My boss is like, all right, you just wait right there. We're going to finish our job. And I'm like, that's okay. I'm only dying.
It's cool, man.
And he's like, while you're waiting, can you clean up your own blood from the street and from the truck?
They just walk over and you're passed out in the street, like,
yeah,
with your
bleeding
hand in
more.
Wiping
it off.
They grab my body and they drag it along. And they're like, yeah, there we go.
Clean it up.
You are the scrubber.
You were gonna clean it up one way or another. You little ShamWow.
You are our greatest cleaning material.
And that's how Professor.
A pole inside you and use you as a mop.
Yeah, that's how I discovered my Avengers power.
They rammed it up his ass, but see, that woke him up because then he orgasmed. He had prostate.
Yeah.
That actually shut me down even more because that's how I go to bed.
That's where your off switch is.
Yeah, it's my prostate. It's the male G spot. It's the male G goodnight, but the G spot stands for goodnight.
The good night spot. That's always been true for me, man. Every time the girls hit, they say that I'm hitting the G spot, they always fall asleep right after, baby.
Oh my god, Jeff's
laughing. Oh man, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, the good night spot. Good night.
And here goes the dynamite. Oh no. No, it's all right.
Oh my god.
So I'm like passing out. And, like, I'm crying over it, too, because I stopped laughing at that point. I was laughing for, like, 5 minutes straight because of how absurd I was bleeding. And I always taught myself...
You're losing a lot of blood really fast.
Yeah.
Our guys just pump blood out of you, man.
Yeah, they do that. That's what they do.
I was giving the audience a biology lesson, Logan. Logan.
Because that's what they do.
I was like, because I always taught myself, I trained myself, if I start crying or like panicking while I'm like really injured, I'm going to hurt more. I'm going to panic. But if I laugh during it, I'm going to stop hurting and be like, oh, okay, how are we going to fix this? Like, it works so much better. But at one point when I was calling my daddy, he got all like peevy-weevy at me. I was like, oh God, I'm so sorry. No, I'm bleeding a lot.
That was like when I split my head for that one YouTube video that we were doing on Logan Hub.
Yo, yeah, that's right.
For
anyone that cares, is the Blobbo Explain video.
Blobbo Explain video. I got 12 staples in my head because of that video because I jumped into a ceiling a little extra hard.
Yeah, it was a scene we filmed right after Nick appeared at the top of the staircase, and Jake went, "Oh shit!" right at the very end of it.
And we tried for like a Blair Witch program. It was on our final dry run, but I hit my head on the ceiling, fell down, almost stabbed Logan with a machete that I was carrying.
Yeah, right?
Miraculously missed both landing on Logan and stabbing him with a machete.
And I didn't even notice because I like had my head down. I was like, he's going to hit me. And then like everyone was panicking. I'm like, did he hit me?
And I
look
look up-
around. And I'm like, oh, it's Nick.
And I look up and I said something like, I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And then blood just ran down my face from both sides.
Luke's mom came out and
she
panicked.
was freaking out.
And Jake was like, calm her down. And she's like, something happened to your son. And we're like, stop. He's fine. And you're like, I'm fine.
I was bathed in my own blood.
Blood's coming out of your eyes, your nose, your ears, your mouth.
I'm
like
like,
your head,
you're an
shoulders, knees, and
asshole.
toes.
Dude,
Yeah.
run.
Your neck, your back, your pussy, your crack.
Yeah, all of them, and now the crack is now in the top of my head.
Yeah.
And you can still feel like a little ridge where it healed. There's like a little bump on my scalp if you go underneath my hairline where all the staples were.
The best part about my story though is that like when we finally got to the clinic, I called my mommy, I called my stepmommy, I called my daddy again, and they were all like, "Just lob your leg off, dude."
Just chop it
Even
off,
the
man.
guy from
Get it
Nicaragua on my crew that doesn't speak any English looks at me. He's like, "Logan." And he mimics like sawing off my leg, and he points to my mosquito-infected arm. He's like, "That too." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about,
An
Eleanor?"
arm and a leg, right?
Logan be the world's first greatest cyborg.
I will. I'll be better than that dude with the antenna in his brain.
Yeah, dude. Also, there's now the dude that has the tattoo gun arm.
Oh, that's cool.
That one looks sweet. It feels
I'll
like
put it
super
up.
inefficient for an arm, but it's sweet.
On top of that, the tattoo gun is so thin that he could hit his goodnight button all the time.
He just get up there. Oh!
I can't sleep.
Oh yeah, that's it, baby.
But
Oh my
I
God!
was going
You're about to.
I was going to the clinic and all the I was going to the clinic and all the nice pretty ladies there were like, "Did you miss us?" And I was like, "I am in a monogamous relationship, you harlatans." And like I went into the room and a dog came in. It was like an old golden retriever. I was like, "Aww." And like one of the nurses came in and said, "Sorry, we usually use them on the autism patients." And I was like, "Oh, did he smell it in me?"
Canines do have that extra scent.
But no, he got in my arms and they started soaking my foot, and I pet a dog and I was Snapchatting my foot, and
Honestly, all hospitals should just have a dog for you to pet while it's going on.
oh, that'd be great because this was the happiest old pupper. I was like, oh, you're just your old boy, and he was like, "You're gonna fucking die, dude."
I'm here for your final hours.
Yeah. They didn't stitch it up either. They just looked and like I could overhear the nurses, and they're like, "So what did he do?" "Oh, he stepped on like a spike or something." And I could overhear another one say, "What a dumbass." I was like, I hugged the autism dog extra hard and said, "Looks like it's just you and me, buddy. We're in a world of hurt."
Oh no!
I mean, spikes are not normally made to be walked upon.
Yeah, it says you.
Or so we've been told.
Yeah, by
Have
the
you ever played those video games? They get all bling and
Boing.
they get all dead.
Yeah, but don't believe everything you read.
That's
Jeff.
what happens. It's they
Don't
get
believe
stabbed,
the liberal media.
They get stabbed in the artery, and that's what. makes
That's
them
what
die.
gets them.
Yeah, they soaked my foot. They sat me there for a little bit so I could be on Twitter instead of physically working. My coworkers went and bought a fan for the car. My stepmom's outside, and my brother's there, and he gave me a little Jew star that he made in class, the Star David. And then I came back out. I said my feet were too stinky. There was a little butt crack in my foot, so they had to plug it up. And he said, "Gross, here's a little Jew star." And then I took him outside. I was like, "I'm going to play a lot of video games when I get home." And the worst part is my coworkers threw away my sock. They almost threw away my shoe, too. And I was like, "Fuck all of you. It's my shoe, motherfuckers."
My shoe.
So I walked barefoot to like the truck and like rocks. And then I had to go back to my shop way later. And it's all rock, gravel, fucking goat heads, lava, molten rocks, titties.
A few mountains.
A few mountains.
14ers mostly.
Yeah, mostly 13ers would be fine. It's just like we got some Mount Biersteads in there and stuff. Nah, I ain't doing that. And then I went home and I took a big dump. And that was my day yesterday.
And I think that's a pretty good place to wrap this podcast here, everyone. Thanks for tuning in today.
Go ahead and like the video if you think Logan's foot is going to have to be cut off, or go ahead and subscribe to the video if you think that he gets to keep all of his limbs.
Folks, go ahead and join Al Qaeda.
Subscribe to Al Qaeda, I guess.
Al Qaeda.
I was gonna say subscribe to the channel and comment telling Logan to amputate his foot so the message finally gets through his head.
Yeah,
And
I'll grindhouse it. I'll replace it with a big assault rifle and I'll walk on it.
And
no bullets in it though.
I guess on that note, Oahu snack bar, y'all.
Aloha snack bar. Claps for Kojima.
Golf claps for Kojima, baby.
Yay! Goodbye.
Outro.